Hey friends, my name is Devin Yobert and I am a writer, writing coach, and I love to do interviews with writers and publishers and agents and just industry professionals in this field. It's been so much fun. So if you're interested in following me, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel below so that you can follow along this exciting journey. Hey friend, today we are going to be talking about 10 ways to stay productive during Christmas season with your writing. So I have 5 and April has 5. So make sure that after you watch this video, go to the description below and click on her video to watch that one as well. So let's just hop right into this. Do you like my hat? Number 1 was find time by scheduling it or it doesn't happen. This is so true for everyday life, but also very true for the holidays and Christmas. It's so important that you make sure that you sit down before you take off to go to families for Christmas. Sit down with your planner and your phone and just open up the page and see if there's any blocks in the day, if you can think back to other years with your family. When were you least busy and when are you more busy? Like, what times? Like, is it in the morning or is it at night? Like, do you wake up super early? Could you write for a couple hours before everyone else gets up? Or could you stay up a bit later? Another tiny little side tip that I would say is you can even use a little bit of like 10 minutes here and there. So like maybe you're waiting in the car for someone to go out and grab something that they forgot at the grocery store and you're in the car and you're just like writing, or even you're waiting in line and you open up your phone and you start typing the story or what you were working on. Another side tip for this is I would decide what it is you want to write while you're away. So like if you're going to write, say you're going to write a couple days out of the Christmas holiday, make sure that you have it written down in bullet points, like what things you want to write. This will help you know what you want to write and also help your writing time be more productive. 2, write some every day. Whether that's 10 words, whether that's 100 words, whether that's 1,000 words. Try to write a little bit every day. And I know that can be hard, especially if there's a ton of distractions, which the holidays are known for. Like, can we say yummy Christmas cookies and games with family and friends and laughter and joy and happiness, right? It's a fun time of the year. And who really wants to go sit down in their dungeon and write, while all that's happening? And I'll get into that a little bit later because I have another tip that's connected with that as well. But make sure, and this kind of goes into my last tip, make sure that you kind of know what you're going to write, because then when you sit down and you start writing, you're going to know what you want to write. And so that time is productive, and just write something every day, whether that's like a sentence, 10 words, 10 pages, whatnot. It's going to help you get further with your book. It's a lot better than saying, oh, I need to write this book and never writing it. You're going to get this book done. It's so important. So make sure that you sit down and write every day, whether that's even when you escape to the bathroom and just type out your story, or even voice to text, when you leave to go to another room, voice to text for a couple minutes. That has been super helpful. When I did this last write-up for my episode 2, I did a lot of voice text. So just speaking into my phone, and it copied all my voice, and I got so many words out. I think one time I got in 20 minutes, I got 1,000 words. So it really helped. I mean, even just that, yes, it's not going to be perfect. And yes, you'll have to come back to it and make it better, because voice to text sometimes screws up and doesn't exactly hear you correct. So, but yeah, that's one thing. Just try to get some words in every day. Number 3 is get outside and go for a walk. It'll help you fight off the Christmas dinner coma. That after you're done eating and everyone's so full and you go and just lay down on the couch and you end up comatose for the rest of the day, and you don't really get to enjoy games or even write or do anything. So get up, get some tennis shoes on. If you live somewhere really cold like I do, get your jacket and some boots and warm socks and go for a walk. Even if it's just 10 minutes or 30 minutes, go for a walk. Usually every Christmas, also Thanksgiving, my family and I will go for a walk. My parents have this amazing forest around their house, and there's like a walking trail throughout. So that's what we do every Christmas and also Thanksgiving. We go for a walk after the meal, and you just feel so much more awake. Your stomach doesn't feel like a rock, which is really good too, right? And it'll just help you have more energy, and you'll just enjoy the day better, and your brain won't just feel like snoozing, which is important if you want to get writing done at all that day. Okay, number 4, writing sprints. Oh my word, writing sprints. If you have not started to use writing sprints yet, I want to tell you, writing sprints have been so helpful in my writing and everything that I've just set like a 30-minute timer, and you can find like videos, like I've done them, live writing sprints. By the way, I do live writing sprints every Monday and also Friday at 12 to 1 Central Standard Time. So if you're interested, be sure to hop in and join me for some of my writing sprints. I'm not doing them during the Christmas holiday though. So, but afterwards I'll be back and everything. But all you have to do for writing sprint is find a little quiet little spot and even set your timer for 10 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. If you have a chunk of time, set a timer for it. And will help you really focus on getting the words written down before the timer goes off. And something that's also helped me, if you have some writer friends who also want to get some writing done during Christmas break, also kind of reach out to them. And I know that on my Instagram, I have some friends that we have like a group text, basically. It's kind of like what it is in Instagram. So basically, when one girl's like, hey, I'm ready, I've got like some time here, you want to do a writing sprint for 30 minutes, and then everyone hops in and is like, yeah, I can do it too, or no, I can't. But then you're not just sprinting by yourself, and you feel kind of the urgency to kind of get those words done. So I also recommend that. That's a little tiny bonus tip with the writing sprints. Accountability really does help, and helps you push yourself and helps the others also push themselves. So when the writing sprints, you know that you're kind of warring. So basically warring with yourself though. But it's a good tip. I love writing sprints. And number 5, you probably wouldn't expect this one. But number 5, I ended up saying, this is exactly how I wrote it. I have to read it how I wrote it because this is funny. Number 5, enjoy time with your family. Don't just be a recluse wearing a Santa hat, hiding in your basement. Plus, you get more ideas when you're away from your keyboard. Honestly, this is so true, you guys. Like, I get most of my ideas when I'm not at the keyboard. Like, I one time was walking through a department store and saw 2 twins, and I started thinking, well, what if this, what if that? And I mean, even in the line for grocery store or washing dishes, it's crazy the story ideas that'll come. And you know what too? I always like listening to stories from the past. So like if my grandma's talking or my dad's talking about like something that happened in their childhood, I always like to listen because those also can give me really good little like story prompts a little bit. And I just love that. So make sure that you spend time with your family. You know, log off, shut the computer screen, time out, put your phone away, go and cherish that family that you have, and just sit down and enjoy your Christmas, because we also need to make sure that we take care of our relationships. Sometimes as writers, that is something that can easily go by the wayside if we aren't careful, because we're so dedicated with getting the words in. And I think that it's super important to, especially with the last few years that we've had, don't be the recluse wearing the Santa hat in your basement, just writing and writing and writing. Make sure that you spend some time with your family and enjoy it too, because it's Christmas. It's the funnest time of the year, right? Perfect. Well, that was my 5 tips for being productive during the Christmas season. And make sure that you stop over at April's page to check out her 5 tips for staying productive during Christmas as well. Just be sure to hit the like button and subscribe as well if you're enjoying this content. If you're brand new, I am super excited that you're here because I have some really fun interviews. I do interviews with authors, agents, publishers, and also with like narrators and cover designers and just industry professionals in the writing field. So if you're interested in any of that, hit the subscribe button and you'll love it here.